Thanks to a journalist, we heard about a Maitland crime this week. A Maitland crime, however, the case wasn't here at Maitland Local Court. It's not uncommon for Newcastle Local Court to deal with Maitland crimes, particularly for more serious offending, which are heading towards the District Court. So what was the case about? Well, this week I'm going to take a different approach in telling the story. Rather than focus on what the defendant did, instead I'm going to give the details about the victim. The source of the information is the newspaper story. And after reading this story, I reckon there's two victims. It's a Wednesday at 4:30 in the afternoon in late November last year, and the first victim is working at their job at a Maitland service station. A customer enters the servo and approaches the counter wanting to buy 2 iced coffees, a bottle of milk and a pouch of tobacco. Instead of using cash or a card, the customer presents a silver steak knife. The first victim, the service station attendant, is threatened. The customer leaves with the items without paying. Therefore, whoever owns the service station becomes the second victim because it's their items that have been taken without payment. The police become involved. So the offence happened on the 30th of November 2024, but the service station attendant doesn't officially become the victim until the 16th of July 2025 when the defendant pled guilty. So the victim finds out 6 months after the offending that they will no longer be required to give evidence at a trial because of the guilty plea. But will there be a victim impact statement at the sentencing later in the year at Newcastle District Court? I'm not sure. We also won't know what the consequences were of using a silver steak knife to take items and threaten a person until the sentencing. Interesting, the newspaper says the charge was robbery armed with an offensive weapon, which is Section 97 of the Crimes Act, and we're in New South Wales. It's a serious indictable offence. In my opinion, the robbery charge acknowledges the offending done to the service station owner who lost the 2 iced coffees, the bottle of milk and the pouch of tobacco. However, should there also be a charge to acknowledge the offending to the service station attendant? They weren't robbed, they were threatened in their workplace. By the way, I'm assuming the service station attendant and the service station owner are 2 different people. Maybe we will find out more about this during sentencing. So please, journalists, do tell us more about this Maitland crime.